here with toolsinaction.com. Today we're going to go over the RIDGID 18 volt radio. The model number on this is R84082. I'm going to let Dan go into it.
Okay. Yeah, a couple cool things. There's a lot of job site radios out there, you know. It sucks because certain people have patents. They can do this, they can't do that. They can charge the battery, they can't. You know, it kind of sucks. So you have to go through and pick out which one you want, what's best for your needs. I like this one a lot, even though it doesn't charge the RIDGID battery in the back. It's powered by it, it doesn't charge it, but it does a host of other features that make it really cool. So what we're going to do is Eric's going to pull it on in, the camera, and we'll go over some of the features for you guys. Basically, on RIDGID's website, I'm not going to do it to this one because I actually bought this and I like it, and I don't want to ruin it. It's about, I think, 160 bucks with tax. It's 150 bucks, 10 bucks tax, whatever. But this shock armor on the top, I mean, it's a little bit bulky, but it's awesome. They actually ran over it with an F-150 truck, threw it off a water tower, and the thing still works. Usually,
off a water tower?
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Usually something like this, we would do it ourselves and just try to beat it, like we did with the Vito Pro Pack, probably shoot it up with a shotgun. But since I really needed the job site radio and I like it, I'm not doing that. Okay. Comes with a remote. It's cool. A lot of features that's a feature you don't really see, and it just slides in right on the side here. So you know, I'll probably lose it. I lose everything, but for the time being, it's pretty cool. Real simple design, real easy to use. On the top here is your power button. We're powered by a battery right now, so we'll just hit that. Eric's got his iPod in there. As you can see, it charges the iPod. I like that a lot. I had another shop radio. You could put an iPod in it, but you couldn't charge it and you couldn't control it from the remote or up here. You had to physically open up the case and change every time, which kind of sucked. So on the back here, it has this little twist dial. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it puts pressure on the iPod. So it actually protects it. Nice rubber seal. I mean, I don't know if it's waterproof, but I'm sure it's splash proof. So you put your iPod in, push it in. One thing that I didn't like, and I don't know whose problem this is, if it's RIDGID or if it's Apple, but when you when you put your iPhone into an accessory and it comes up and says this was not designed for the iPhone, all this crap. You know, it does that on here. I don't like that. I don't know who to blame, Apple or whatever. It doesn't affect any of it. It still seems to work perfect. It's just I hate getting that error message. Nice padding here, so you'll close it up and lock it up. And, you know, I mean, it locks tight. You know, your iPod's sealed. And really, you know, or your iPhone, you know, iPhones are expensive, especially, you know, you get AT&T. If you have to replace it, you're looking at like $500. So this definitely protects it the best that I've seen out there. So if you turn it on, right now we're listening to Eric's iPod. So what you could do is on the remote, you can hit mode. We got an auxiliary. What auxiliary is there's a little port in there for this. So if you have something other than an iPod, you could still use an iPod via this if you'd like to. Just can't control it from up here. So any kind of, you know, even if you had like an old ancient Sony Walkman, you could plug it in. Obviously you wouldn't be able to fit it in there, I doubt, but whatever. So that gives you that option, which is really good. But the main selling point on this radio for me was the iPod integration, because I love it. I like to listen to Pandora all the time. I just put it in. If I need to change the songs, I can do it right here. Next mode, if you guys can see on the screen. Cool thing is there's your volume level. You got the time and your battery charge level. Okay? You hit mode again, boom, you're on the radio. Okay? You have 10 presets. Easy to set. You just hold it down and you can set it.
Now, when you take the battery out, will you lose all your presets?
No, because it includes 2 AA batteries that plug into the back also that hold your memory resets. Up here is a foldable antenna. We live kind of in the suburbs of Chicago, so we don't get the greatest reception out here, but it still does a pretty good job. It's digital, so it does a pretty good job of getting that. You can scan through all your stuff here. Has 2 separate speakers, has separate tweeters here, which is cool. On the back of the unit, has a cord management. You just wrap it around. And down here,
Cord management, I like that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's good wording.
I'm a computer guy. There's your battery. That's what's powering it right now. The X4 lithium ion. So, you know, it'd be so awesome if you could charge it, but I'm not blaming RIDGID because, you know, it's people with patents, and it kind of sucks. But whatever. So got great sound to it. We'll turn it up a little bit.
Put it on a good station.
Well,
95.1 or something.
okay, well you can manually do it. I haven't really programmed. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I mean it's pretty loud. The remote range is pretty good as long as you're dead on with the unit and this site. You could do a bunch of stuff. You get a phone call. Obviously my phone's gonna be in there, so I probably won't be answering it. But you just mute it. You know, great feature right there. I can change the settings from the remote up here. Okay, volume up, volume down, and I can also turn it off. I can also go to a mode, and we're gonna go FM2, so that's gonna give you your 10 presets up top. And then we got AM, okay, and then we have the iPod mode. So with the iPod mode, this is Eric's iPod. You can listen to Pandora. You need to skip a song. Oh, do you have any other?
Yeah, go to another song.
I'm trying. Eric likes to listen to gospel country, so hold on, I'm going back. What's going on?
You might have to hit play because that was a playlist. It might have been the last
Oh,
song on
okay.
the playlist.
So obviously it doesn't have. Oh yeah, it doesn't have it on Pandora. Usually you don't have to do this. Okay. So we're playing his iPod. He's got a short playlist going. You know what? I hate that playlist stuff. I wish it just jumped to the next playlist. Why does
Well, it does.
stop?
I don't have it on shuffle, so it'll only go through the first 45 and then it stops if
okay.
you put it on repeat.
That's an iPod issue. Okay. So we don't like that song. Go to the next.
Hey, that was a good song.
I know it was.
Oh.
Don't like this song. Man, you're a headbanger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can keep going through. This is the main feature why I love this radio. Because, you know, you're on a job site, you got dirty hands. You got dirty hands. You don't want to have to keep going to your iPod, sliding it. And everybody knows if you have dirt, anything on your hands, the slide to unlock feature is not going to work on your phone. You're going to destroy it, stuff like that. So, all in all, real good radio. Eric, what'd you think about it? Actually, you know what? I think the cord... I don't know if the cord management's on the bottom, but... what did you think about it, Eric?
I like it, man. That's one of the coolest radios I've seen so far. I like it's got good sound to it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is also it charges your iPhone, which is a major, major plus. I mean, it sucks it doesn't charge the rigid battery, but that's okay because it charges. Even on battery mode, it will charge your iPhone. And everybody knows you're using your iPhone a lot, the thing's going to die on you, and you're at a job, you know, you got to run around. Boom. I just put it in here, protect it, and let it charge.
Well, it's cool, too, especially because if you're listening to that throughout the day, it kills the battery. You don't want to get in your truck on the way home and not have any power.
Exactly. It also has, I don't know where.
Handles?
What? What'd you say?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Handles.
Yeah, it has handles. You know, the shock mount makes it kind of bulky, but like I said, it's great because it does have handles. I mean, you could probably throw this thing off a truck and it's going to work like no problem.
Well, yeah, if you threw it off a water tower. Well,
Yeah.
not you, but if they threw it off a water tower.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's something I would have done. It has a digital clock on it. It says it has an AM/FM race scanner. What does that mean?
Oh, probably for like NASCAR or something.
Yeah, but how do you get to that?
I don't know. That's where the directions usually come into play.
Yeah, because I'm
How do you
just
turn it on?
right here. Oh, it has here. We'll go through. Go back there. Mode. If we go to mode and we go to settings, obviously we can do the bass there. It has a 4-level bass boost, channel skip. Why do you keep touching that?
Well, because if the music's on, you can't hear your
Okay, you set the clock. You can go to
voice.
stereo, turn it to mono. We're gonna have to look into that race scanner feature. I don't get that.
Yeah, it probably would have been a good thing to do before the review, but sure, why not after?
Yeah. Well, I just noticed it. I'm not a race person, so I don't know. It has a headphone jack on it. Gets all the regular radio stations, and actually it's AAA batteries in the back that keep the memory going. So this is the R84082 radio. Definitely like it a lot. Definitely a great radio. RIDGID's starting to come out with some cool stuff, you know. It's kind of great to see these tool companies really come out with innovative, new, cool things, and RIDGID's definitely in line. You know, we've liked a lot of Milwaukee stuff lately. They're coming out, you know, hand tools are coming out crazy, DeWalt. So we love
this
innovation.
is cool too because that last line, that 5-piece 18-volt rigid we did, we like that a lot. So it's,
yeah,
you know,
this is the perfect radio for it. So it's always great when you like the tools, you know. Like the Makita radio, I like the Makita radio. It's unfortunate I don't have any Makita cordless tools, so it just wasn't worth me to get that. So every radio is different, you guys. You're going to have to go in and figure out what your exact needs are. I also have the M12 little Milwaukee radio, which is good for certain things, you know. It's a lot smaller than this, so it's great to tote around. I put it on a mule or whatever. So definitely a good radio. Check it out. Go to our website, toolsinaction.com. Also check out our sponsor, acmetools.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our post, get added to Twitter. We have a Facebook page. We definitely got some cool stuff coming out soon, and we're going to be jamming to the RIDGID radio.